So, number 3 on the Cook Strait Roll of Honour. Perry's Cook Strait swim was the first ever south to north swim. Until this swim, it wasn't even known if south to north was possible. Perry competed professionally in Quebec, Canada, and also in Italy, swimming from Capri to Naples. Tiritiri Matangi Island to Mairangi Bay, 1977. Rakino Island to Takapuna Beach, December 77. Young Nick's Head to Gisborne, January 78. Cape Kidnappers to Napier, also January 78. Whale Island to Whakatane, February 79. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome your Lifetime Award recipient, Mr. Perry Cameron.
Thank you. Brent, may I say a word or two? Thank you very, very much, Brent and Phil, for the club organising tonight. Thank you very, very much. I'd like to pass on the best wishes from Joanne Watt, who some of you may remember. She was with me when I swam Cook Strait, and I tried to encourage her at the age of 16 to swim it herself. It took another 24 years, but she did swim it. Our American friends, Eliza, perhaps could remember Mary Margaret Revell. She's a lovely American lady and came to New Zealand when I inquired about her English Channel attempts, and she mailed me a pair of swimming goggles and asked me to arrange the sponsorship for her swimming in New Zealand, which I managed. I think it was Jack Young's hotel down on the waterfront in Wellington. She made some amazing attempts. I think her last attempt, was 12 hours or so. But once again, it was a failure. No woman had swum Cook Strait at that stage. We got involved in the Island Bay Surf Club because many of them relied on people like Johnny Cataldo and the De La Barca family and so forth for support and navigation and so forth. Many of you will know that. So that's probably all my story, although I've done a little bit of research about the history of long-distance swimming in New Zealand. Back in the early days of last century, somewhere between, I forget the dates, 1900, 1920, several people did try. There was a young male wrestler from Auckland. No, his manager was a top-class New Zealand wrestler, but that they didn't have virtually any success at all. And there was, people remember perhaps the Haitaito swim when we were swimming from the Annette Kellerman Cup. Some of you may remember that event. It used to be just around the beach from Haitaito, around the corner a bit. Annette Kellerman was very keen and unsuccessful. But I'll end on a slightly happier note. I've had a couple of drinks tonight. There was any Rongotai College students here? Oh, there's one. I boarded during my studies. The nice old head of mathematics negotiated me to board with him with my parents, so I was studying at uni. And I mentioned that I had researched a bit, and I told him the European long-distance swimming champion lady, Mercedes Gleitz, I think I pronounced the name correctly, a German lady, European champion, came to New Zealand to be one of the first people to swim Cook Strait. This is back in the early century, as I mentioned, historical figure. And jolly old Pop McCall, my school teacher, said, "Oh, Mercedes Glides." I said, "Yes." She was trained, I was told, in the boys' pool up in, what they call it, Boys Institute pool in Tasman Street. Oh, he says, "Yes, I know that. Mercedes Glides. She swam for 3 days and 3 nights. We all could see what became of her pee, but what became of her shites."